Coronation Street, Ps 694/407, Part 1, Take 1.
Electric compy.
What's Drackle Welsh got that you haven't got, apart from a bit less, that is?
Are you talking about me?
You know, I don't reckon Maggie Clegg's going to stand a chance when them two walk down the aisle.
What was it you said you wanted?
Sold his button on for us, will you, Spider?
Didn't you know men have been liberated?
Oh, come on, you know me. I'm all fingers and thumbs when it comes to buttons.
Oh, aren't men helpless? Give it to you.
Bet you're a gentleman.
Hey, are you wearing scent or something?
No, aftershave.
Same difference. They just put a bit of sting in it to make you feel better about it.
Billy, this really is too bad of you.
What have I done now? Or is it someone
Where is this wretched woman?
What wretched woman's
This
that?
Winnie, whatever her name is, the stand-in you promised to get me to look after the bar.
She'll be here, don't worry.
Don't worry, wouldn't you be worried? It's half an hour before due to open and there's still no sign of her.
She's an experienced barmaid.
She still can't simply come in here and take over as we take the towels off.
Mum, will you stop fussing? She's been running the bar down to the ground for years, is Winnie.
That is not the point. When she gets here, she has to find out where everything is, familiarise herself with things.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about Winnie Gregson on that score, Mrs. Walker. She can get familiar in no time at all.
And is that supposed to reassure me? Oh, doesn't it always happen like this? If only once, just once, I could set out on an occasion with an easy mind, instead of feeling that the entire universe was conspiring to ruin my day.
Billy, I've not got mistaken, have I?
How do you mean?
Well, it is Maggie Clegg that's getting wed, isn't it? Not your mum.
Morning, love.
Morning, Betty.
Oh, hello. How's the blushing bride this morning, then, eh? All set, are we, for his big day?
Can I get you something like gobstoppers, a sticking plaster, or did you just pop in to toot?
Quarter of tea, please.
I take it that you can read.
How do you mean?
Well, there's a little notice on that door that says closed. She's only opened it to let me in.
Here you are, Hilda. I'll book it, shall I?
Oh, thanks very much. See you in church.
Now, see, go and get yourself dressed.
Betty, will you stop fussing? There's plenty of time here.
Mum, have you seen the state of this cough?
Oh, wait, you must have brushed against something.
Come on through, I'll try and get it off for you.
I'll do it. You go and get yourself dressed. That taxi will be in. You'll still be in that flaming house coat. We've got a wedding on here today, you know.
All right, I'll see to that. You see if you can get his mark out.
Come on, go on. Hurry up. Go on.
Yes, Jerry?
It's Clegg. I've brought you a bit of a present.
Well, you've already given me a present.
No, it's not from me. It's from Alf at Roberts.
Oh. Thanks, Jerry. He's not coming to the wedding himself.
No, well, he came round to the house last night, and asked me if I'd bring it round for you. And, of course, to wish you and all the very best of happiness, but no, I don't think he will be actually coming himself.
Thanks, Jerry. You will be seeing him, will you?
Yes, I expect. Well, sometime during the day,
Well, tell him thanks for me, will you?
Yes, of course.
Yes, right.
Here,
Thank you, Jerry.
All set then, young man?
Hello, Lynn. I'm just checking everything's where it ought to be, you know.
Well, they always say the first 10 years are the worst. Then after that, you pass caring.
Oh, you're married then, are you?
Aye. It's funny you should say that, though. It's 25 years this week.
Oh?
Didn't work out, though. You know you've got a cracking bird in Maggie.
I say,
I think so, anyway.
No show without punch.
I take it somebody's going to clear this lot away when you finish feeding your faces.
Oh, but we wouldn't want to deprive you of that pleasure. We know how happy you are in your work.
Very comical, eh? But somebody's got to do it, you know, because I'm not. I'm not a blooming skivvy round here.
As a matter of interest, Albert, what are you round here, then?
The assistant caretaker to you. And the caretaker's not here, is she? She's away on her holidays. She's going to have to get somebody to assist me for a change, aren't you?
Don't worry, Mr. Tatlock. We'll make sure the hall's cleared before we leave.
Well, by the time we get to that point, your mind will be on other things.
Albert, what do you mean?
I'm just telling you, somebody's got to side this lot away when you've done, otherwise it's going to blinking well stop what it is.
It's a sobering thought, isn't it?
What?
One day, probably a day very much like this one, a young innocent girl, went down the aisle and married Albert Tatlock.
Aye, aye. I'm sorry, the bar's not open yet. You don't want to go belching all over the vicar, do you?
Oh, I'm sure we can find a bottle for Stan while he's here. Plenty of time yet. I'm going to find George.
Right. You wouldn't go into a church smelling of ale, would you?
Well, he wouldn't mind, would he?
Who wouldn't?
The gaffer, up there.
You don't think so?
Well, it stands to reason, doesn't it? If he was against it, he wouldn't have turned that water into wine at that wedding, would he?
You know, Stanley, when you say things like that, I begin to think that you're not as daft as you look. I think you just crack on, you thick as two planks, just to lull us into a sense of false security.
Thank you very much.
Right, you can put that down for a start, Sammy.
Give over, just a quick one.
I know you're quick uns. Out.
Look, just a bottle, eh?
Look, I'm not having you, lad, before we've even got us wedding cake. And that's what's going to happen if you start guzzling at this time. Now, go on, how you going around?
Now, look, who wears the trousers in our house?
You don't really want me to tell you, do you, Stanley? In front of witnesses?
Keep that up, you're squashing the fern.
Can you imagine?
I don't.
Hurry up.
It's straight. There you are. That's straight enough for you.
Now, how is it that I can never get as straight as that?
Well, it comes with having paws instead of hands. All fellas are alike.
Hey, talking of fellas...
We are just good friends.
Where is he?
He'll be here.
Excuse me, could you just give me a bit of a hand with Missy?
What's the matter, Mary?
Oh, it keeps slipping down.
Well, let's have a look.
Whenever I've got on together, me and Zips, I suppose I'm just not mechanically minded.
Right, come on, get this down you. Oh, Betty, I couldn't, honestly. I'd never keep it down. Will you just for once do as you're told? You might be glad of that in about an hour's time when you spit your feathers in that church. Oh, no, the heck can that be? Oh, I thought I put the catch
Don't
down.
worry, I'll get it. Relax. Hello.
Sorry to bother you today of all days.
Oh, that's all right. What can I do for you?
Well, it's our gran, you see, Idris's mother. We wonder if we could bring her over to see the shop.
Today?
Oh, we wouldn't want to get in your way. What we was wondering was, perhaps if you could trust us with the key, we could bring her round while you're all away at the wedding.
Well, look, if you just hang on a second, I'll go and see it's all right.
The cars are here whenever you want them,
Yeah,
Gordon.
great, thanks, Roy.
Hello again.
Hello.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
So you're moving into the shop then?
Nothing's finally settled yet.
And we'll be seeing a bit more of you?
I doubt it.
Aye. Well, I'll see you.
Yeah, look, she says that'll be fine. There's the key, and my mum says make yourself at home while we're out.
Thank you very much. Come along, Tricia. Oh, and all the very best to your mother on her happy day.
Oh, thanks, thank you.
Goodbye.
Ta-da.
Bye.
Well, will I do? Oh, Maggie, you do look pretty.
You look great.
I just wish that... Well, I'll just go and see if the car's here, love.
Funny.
What?
I must say, this is something I never thought I'd be going through again.
All the best, Mum. All the luck in the world.
Now then, remember what I told you. Take her the long way round, because we don't want her to get there too early, lovey. All right.
By the heck, Maggie, if I were 10 years younger, I'd marry you myself. Come on. In you get.
Mum, Maggie's just leaving.
No, I knew this was going to happen. If you don't do everything yourself, you cannot trust anybody these days.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes?
Winnie Gregson. My mum, Mrs. Walker.
At last.
Something wrong, is there?
I should say there is something wrong. I expected you over half an hour ago.
Hey, well, I can't think why you should have. I told Billy I'd be here for opening time. I see, love, you don't want to get yourself into a state about these things. It's way to an early grave, is that?
Mum, come on. Maggie's left.
I'll see you later.
You'd better add, love. You'll probably be in a sorry state if you don't.
See ya.
Ta-ra. Blimey, yeah, you're an early riser.
Yeah, glass of whiskey, please, love.
Now, what I want to know is, Mrs. Caldwell, are you going to give us a signal? Some sort of advance warning, you know?
Advance warning? What of, Adrian?
Of when you're going to cry. Then we know when to get the buckets out to mop up. Oh, I always cry at weddings. It's the bit I like best.
Come on, Albert, Mrs. Caldwell, let's be having you.
She's here. Doesn't that put ideas in her, being her to do like this?
I'm too young to die.
Oh, she does look a tough up. Any minute now.
Poor Alf.
Well, love, what's up with you? You look as if you're going to a funeral.
Same again, love.
Large.
Aye.
Wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband, to live together after God's ordinance and in the holy estate of matrimony? Wilt thou obey him and serve him, love, honour, and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all other, keep thee only unto him, so long as ye both shall live?
I will.
Coronation Street, 694/407, Part 2.
Right, come on then. A quick one for the album, eh? Come on, man. Give her a kiss. She won't break.
That's her then, is it?
Aye, that's Mrs. Clegg.
Well, I'd rather her than me, that's all I can say. I can understand anyone getting married the once, if only to find out what it's like. But twice, she must want her head red.
All depends on your experience of married life, I suppose, Gran.
Exactly.
What do you think then, Gran?
Pokey. You remember that Beatty Morris? She had a shop that was very pokey. And when I went round there to lay her out for their Arthur, I found the place at the back was crawling with cockroaches.
Congratulations to both of you. And wasn't it a lovely service? I thought the vicar excelled himself.
Very
nice, wasn't it?
Congratulations, my dear.
Thanks, Norma.
Congratulations, Norma.
So Alf decided not to come, eh?
Well, he gave Jerry a present to take over. I saw him going out to the Rovers just after the cars had left.
I see.
Oi, would you like me to get your shoe on? You get a bit more in.
Pardon?
Oh, pardon my trotters in the trough.
Right, there we are. What's that? All right, cheers. Cheers, all the best. Feel funny, does it?
Thank you.
What? Giving your old mum away.
Oh, yeah, suppose it does. Hey, listen, where's Lucille?
Ah, well, you see, my mum took one look at your fast car and packed it off to Ireland, where she's safe.
She did. Hey, you'll have to remind me to thank her. Do wonders for the reputation, that.
Does something seem to be the matter, Mavis?
It's this zip. It's ruining my day, honestly.
Oh, look, shall I have a look at it?
Oh, well, could you?
Right. Oh, I can see what's happened here. It's jammed.
Oh, dear, well, can you just loosen it a bit, do you think?
Ah, well, can we try? Come on, let's go.
Now that really has torn it, hasn't it?
You winning?
Oh, hello, lad. No, I'm just passing a minute, you know.
You know the ale's free over the road, don't you?
Aye.
Come on, mate. Come on over with me.
No, thanks.
Sulking doesn't help at all, you know.
Look, I'm not sulking. I couldn't. It's as simple as that.
I think you're wrong.
Yeah, well, I wonder if you'd think that if you were standing where I am.
Can I buy you a drink before I go?
No, thanks, lad.
Weren't you invited then?
Same again, love.
But I'm better off minding my own business.
You could say that there. Yes. Nice, aren't they? Oh, thanks, Sydney.
Cheers.
All the best.
Oh, it's just the zip, love. Nothing a needle and thread wouldn't cure.
Well, I suppose I better slip home and change then.
Well, no need to do that. Nip over to the shop. You know where I keep my needles and cotton, behind the till.
Oh, yeah, but what about the visitors?
Oh, I should think they'd be gone by now. I'll just get you the back door key, eh?
You know, I always reckoned there was more to him than met the eye.
Do you know?
Yeah, ever since I found his mucky boots in his little bottom drawer.
I should take no notice, Mavis. There's just mucky mouth louts, the lot of them.
You know, there was all these pictures in him with girls with their clothes being ripped off.
Oh, it just goes to show you, doesn't it? They can be walking about amongst you without you even realising it.
I reckon it's in the atmosphere myself.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, it's all this romance in the air. The moment he saw Mavis, he just had to leap on and start ripping her frock off.
Will you shut your mouth, Hook? Eh? Will you?
Thank you very much.
Right off. Hello.
Oh, hiya.
Enjoying yourself all right?
You've been busy.
Oh, one of my hobbies. I was wondering,
What?
could I get a photograph of you, do you think?
Oh, sure. If you think your lens will stand it. Where do you want me?
Well, outside would be best, I think.
Right, in my natural environment, leaving me on a viaduct. Love and kisses from darling Deirdre from Mucky Weatherfield. Come on.
Hey, do you reckon that fella's intentions are all that honourable towards our Deirdre?
I reckon he'd drop dead if you took his specs off to him myself.
Hey, remember me?
I'm sorry, love. Do you want a drink?
No, thanks, I've got one. Where have you been?
Over the road. Try and get Alf out of the pub.
Oh, I see. How's he taking it?
Lying down.
Same again, love.
What's the verdict then, Mum?
I'm sure it's not for me to make your minds up for you. It's you that's buying the shop, not me.
Well, we're always glad to take advantage of your experience, you know that.
It has possibilities, I suppose, cleaned up a bit.
That's what I thought. Definite possibilities.
Only softly, softly, catchy monkey, isn't it?
How do you mean?
This one who's got married today. Leaving the country, isn't she?
That's why she's selling the shop.
And that son of hers, working in London now.
So?
So? Once they get up to London, they couldn't care less what's happening up here.
So he'll be glad to get shot of it?
That's right. So you soft pedal a bit, my boy, and you'll get yourself a bargain, won't you?
God, oh, Mum, mate, Vera. I always say that when it comes to business, Mum here could buy and sell a lot of us.
Oh, I see you've found them then.
Yes.
Good. Right, well, I'll leave you to it then.
Oh, you don't need to. What I mean is, well, you could keep watching in case anybody comes in unexpectedly.
Oh, right, right then. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but we thought we had the place to ourselves.
Oh, yes.
I ripped a dress, trying to unzip it. No, look, the zip was stuck, and I forced it like, and it all come to bits in my hand.
Have you found it, Mum? Oh, I thought it was empty.
Yes, it was here where I left it. Should get some clothes on if I were you. You could catch your death.
the very best for your future happiness. Sorry we couldn't be with you, Emily and Ernest Bishop. Don't worry about Flossie, Agnes, Dora and Nellie. We've sent them all back to their husbands. From friends and colleagues at the drawing office. With colleagues like that, who needs enemies? Just one more. All the very best to both of you. If I'm ever stuck in Zaire, I'll know where to come for a bed. Best wishes, Jacko Ford.
Blimey, remember, he must be getting better in his old age.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ron and Maggie, long life and happiness to both of them.
All the best.
Speech.
Well, first I'd like to thank you all on behalf of my wife and myself for being with us, for all your presents, and for helping to make this, well, the happiest day of my life anyway. I'm afraid I'm not much of a hand at making speeches.
Don't worry about that, mate. You're in good company here.
When I came here a few weeks ago, I was looking for a job, not a wife. It just goes to show in this life you sometimes get a lot more than you bargain for. But as far as I'm concerned, I certainly got a bargain. Thank you.
Oh, blooming heck, she's off.
Well, I can't help it if I'm very easily touched.
I'm not kidding you. Sitting next to her at the wedding's worse than being in Trafalgar Square on Armistice night. Water all over the shop.
Are you ready? Oh, ready when you are, Squire. Hang on, everybody. Mr. and Mrs. Cook are going to lead us in a little number I'm sure some of you have heard once or twice.
Oh, game over. I can't dance, you know I can't.
Never mind about that. I'll do the dancing. You just follow.
Oh.
Come on your feet. Yeah, now come on.
What you do?
Left foot when I say now. Now. Get off my tail. All right,
Are you waiting for me, love?
Well, I have got a husband at home to feed, you know.
Oh, sorry. I'll see you.
I'll look out for you. Next time I need cheering up.
So you've been and gone and done it, eh?
That's right.
You've got a good one in Ron, you know.
So Al.
Yeah.
How is he?
Well, let's say he wasn't suited for you, love. Any more than I was.
Hey, you look after her for me, won't you? She did have a rough time of it with me, Dad.
Well, I'm not your dad. Though I suppose in a way I am now, aren't I?
Yes, Dad.
Come on, Ronnie, the taxi's waiting. You'll have to get a move on if you're going to catch that train.
Right.
Come on.
All right, Margaret. Ready for the off then?
Yes, whenever you are, though.
Come and say goodbye.
Bye, better. Take care of yourself, lovely. Right, yeah. Not just flaming postcards, either.
So long, Ron. Sends a bucket of oil for Christmas or something, will you?
Bye, Gordon.
Random.
Hey, what about the shop?
Don't you worry about that. I'll hang around till it's all fixed up.
Thanks, love.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
Go on.
You ready, love? Go.
Right, let's get down to some real drinking, eh?
Stan, get as much down as you can. I mean, look at it this way. When you come out of that courtroom tomorrow, we might not be seeing you around here for a few months.